The biggest drop in Russia was in the supply of iron, steel, precious metals and timber. In the first quarter of 2023, imports of non-energy goods decreased by more than 75% and energy by 80%. This was announced by the High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Josep Borrell, in the article "Yes, sanctions against Russia are working."
Overall, EU exports of goods were 52% below the annual average before the war in 2022. EU exports on dual-use items and advanced technologies, which are essential to produce the equipment and weapons used by Russia to wage its war, dropped by 78% in 2022 compared to 2019-2021. Josep Borrell, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, from the article "Yes, the sanctions against Russia are working."
According to the head of European diplomacy, car production in Russia has fallen by 48% over the year compared to the same period last year. Production of modern technologies by 8%, retail trade fell by 10% and wholesale by 17%.
Sanctions
are the stopping of economic activities, freezing, for example, assets. And as I understand it, the European Union is today thinking about the next step to adopt appropriate legislation that would allow the assets of sanctioned countries, and this is the Russian Federation and Belarus, to be confiscated and transferred to Ukraine.
Russian businessmen are closely watching what the West will do next with their businesses, and some are quickly adjusting. Thus, the co-founder of the Yandex search engine, Arkady Volozh, asked the European Union to lead the sanctions imposed against him after the start of Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine, the Financial Times writes, citing an informed source. Arkady Volozh has crossed out Russia from the biography on his website. He now calls himself an Israeli IT entrepreneur born in Kazakhstan, and his resume calls Yandex one of the largest internet companies in Europe. Volozh has been living in Israel since 2014.
Today, approximately $300 billion belonging to the Central Bank of Russia, the Russian government and other government agencies are frozen in foreign banks. But as for personal sanctions today, the numbers are smaller. There are some estimates according to which the money of Russian oligarchs, and not only Russian oligarchs, reaches approximately 100 billion abroad. But they need to be looked for. This is a very difficult technical process.
Since the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the EU has already introduced 11 packages of sanctions against the aggressor country. In addition, the EU imposed a travel ban and froze the assets of more than 1,500 people and 250 organizations from Russia. EU sanctions have already caused enormous damage to the Russian economy. The budget deficit of almost 3.5 trillion rubles is proof of this, and the West does not plan to stop. Work on the 12th package of restrictions is currently ongoing.
It seems to me that today the European Union lacks complete information. What has actually been frozen? How many such assets are beginning to be confiscated directly in the European Union? And the actual need to make a political decision.
Two-thirds of foreign parts in Russian drones are made in China. The Yermak Group has developed recommendations to strengthen controls over foreign-made components that Russia uses in its UAVs. The Russian army regularly uses three main models of drones: Shahed, Lancet and Uran. In the process of manufacturing drones, Russia is forced to rely heavily on foreign-made components, in particular microelectronics. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.